Hello, I'm Dinus the Mirror.
Past that now, so we look at the future.
Okay.
That's so we had a peace agreement signed, and we had to move into reintegration.
Peace agreement signed between who?
It will be the warring factions at the time. Yeah. So because if those that had the warring faction, because you had different groups, you had like the Revolutionary United Front at the time. So, but they are all conflicts had to be settled. Whatever way you look at it, so we had that settled, and we have that now behind our backs, and thinking about development going forward for our nation. So we that's just part of our history now.
Okay.
Yes, but we have our focus in front and see how we can change the dream and the focus of our nation for development and prosperity for everybody. So that's just what I was saying.
Okay.
This area is known as Fuller Town or Furobe.
Fuller Town.
Yeah, Fuller Town.
For like Fulani.
Yeah, Fuller Town. But it's because when you had the abolition of the slave trade and you had the captives, those that were not taken across the Atlantic but saved by the West African Squadron and then emptied into Freetown. Okay. You know, people coming from Yoruba country and all.
So there are a lot of Yorubas here.
Yeah, this is their location. Yeah, this is their community.
How did Yorubas end up migrating to Sierra Leone?
Yeah, because most of them came in as captive slaves. That they did not go across the Atlantic.
Okay. So when they banned slavery.
Yes. So and now they were to be taken to slavery across the Middle Passage. But because after the banning of slavery, they had West African Squadron settled on the coast of Africa to stop transatlantic movements of enslaved Africans.
Okay.
So whenever they catch a ship that wants to take Africans out, they will just find a location. That is why Freetown, they call the place Freetown. Yes, because that was the place you have slaves coming in back as freed people.
Right.
So when they came in, people from different parts of Africa, coming from as far as Congo, Yoruba, Hausa people. So they came. When they came in, the mix of all of these groups, Yoruba, Hausa, so they settled in different places. That's why you have certain places that are called recaptive villages up in the hills. Okay. Okay. So this was one of the settlements where you have a lot of Yorubas. Okay. So but they call them Furobes now. Because this location is called as Furobe. So if you come here, you see a lot of esoteric societies, like you have the Egungun in Nigeria.
Oh, so the Gugun are here.
All of them are.
Oh, okay.
This is like the hot spots of esoteric societies. Okay. Especially with now you call Creoles. Because when they amalgamated, they created a community known as the Creole community. Okay. Okay. That is those that came in. That were enslaved or later freed, that came into Freetown, they also joined those groups. Okay. And so the recaptives were like the last group of them coming into Freetown. So that grouping gave birth to the Creoles. Okay. So that's so you have your
now can I ask you people that talk Yoruba. Who was selling the Yorubas into slavery?
No, the Yorubas were not like indigenous Sierra Leoneans. Okay? They are not like indigenous Sierra Leoneans. These were people from Nigeria. Okay, I say you go trade in Nigeria. You are this transatlantic slave trade, and these the whites were coming in to take people across the Atlantic to go in the new world where you have America now and the Caribbean to go work. Okay, so once slavery was abolished, and then still people practicing that particular business, but it was illegal. Okay, so when it was illegal and you get a slave that you want to take out, they will stop you. So once you are stopped, then they will find a location for you that is accessible, and then you are dropped off in that location.
Right, but my question is, who was capturing the Yorubas and selling them to white people or to the buyers?
Now, what I would say is this. You know, before even you have this large business, what they call slave trade. Before you had a large business in humans becoming capital at the time. Okay, so you had Europeans coming in, and one of the first of it was you had Portuguese coming in, because they had started taking voyages of discovery. So if they are coming in and they came in first as friends, and later those relationship became dynamic and mixed, so then you had this kind of activity coming in. So that's just what I would say. So if you came first, it wasn't like you coming to just take people, you understand? They came, they started trading with the people, and then those relationship changed because they wanted to fight to get dominion over certain places, to do business, like the founding of the new world that you call America, and then plantations coming up. So this is just a mixed bag of what the transatlantic slave trade was in terms of enslaving especially Africans outside of Africa, across the Atlantic, that we know today that is creating
I see that Sierra Leone is starting to reach out to the African diaspora more, and they're offering citizenship to those who could trace their roots back to Sierra Leone. What are your thoughts on that?
It's a good thing, because just like you say, these are family, and it's a unique part of that family as a living heritage, okay? Because these people were taken out of here, and now they have descendants, and also it's also part of consciousness of the African brothers outside of the Atlantic that want to connect. Okay, so with that, Africa also even the continent of Africa need its diaspora, which they can bring knowledge in, expertise, and then collaborate with those on the continent and see how we can foster the dream of the continent to progress. So that's, for me, it's unique, and what Sierra Leone is doing at the time is also trying to leverage the consciousness of our kin folks to come reunite, just and that brings a lot of other developments. Okay, like the AU was created for that, and they're reaching out with Agenda 2063. Yes, you have United Nations declaring 2015 to 2024 as the decade of people of African descent. You understand? So all of this is part of creating the consciousness of the African diaspora, and how they can reconnect with the homeland and see how we all can work collaboratively and foster development. So giving our brothers out there, our sisters out there, our family out there that trace their DNAs is very important to that particular history that they're reconnecting. And not only in Sierra Leone, other African countries are doing it. Ghana is doing it.
I was able to reconnect back to Nigeria.
Fine. So you see, and more people are coming, because I would say it's like the African rising. Yeah, it's like the African rising.
So for you, reconnecting back with Nigeria, how was that for you?
It was great. So I was coronated as a prince in Otoruo, the kingdom of Otoruo, which is in Osun State. And yeah, it was great.
So when you came to realize that you're an African, how do you feel?
I feel great. It's I was always looking for that. Connection, that reconnection. And that's what Search for Uhuru was based on. Uhuru means freedom in Swahili. And so I came up with the concept because when I first went to Africa, I went to Tanzania. This was 2011. And so they asked me where I was from. I said, I'm Black American, African American. They said, no, where are you from? I said, I'm Black American. They said, no, what tribe are you from? And I didn't know. Like, we don't know. We were disconnected. We don't know. So that's why I kind of started. That's why I started this journey. So I'm Yoruba, I'm Mende, so I'm a mixture. But from my understanding, since the Yorubas came up here, now I kind of understand maybe there might be a Yoruba, that why the Yoruba Mende mix, you know, because I'm sure they were intermixing with each other. So now it all adds up, you know, as far as the Nigerian and because I'm Nigerian and I'm Sierra Leone, so I'm now I understand how that can happen, because that's what I was asking about, how the Yorubas came. So now it all, you know, makes sense.
It's fixing. The puzzle is
Right,
coming
right.
in. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, that's good. That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
so-
And Mende also. That's good.
So I'm going to Mende, like a village tomorrow. I want to see the masquerade. I love the masquerades.
Okay.
So I want to go see like the real masquerades and everything. So I'm gonna go tomorrow. Not too far from Bo. That's what they said. So yeah. So we got a little drive
I
tomorrow.
read between Boken.
Yeah, yeah.
Bonthe.
Right at the Bones Island. Here in we're in Freetown right now. About to get on the ferry. We're gonna take the car with us. I'm not getting out the car. I don't feel like it. You know, I already got the ferry over here from the airport. You know, then I caught the ferry to get the Banjul when I was in Gambia. So I'm gonna chill in the car. You know, they asked if you went to first class. I said I'm good. I'm just gonna sit in the car. I'm good in the car.
For Chapu de no more. Yeah, yeah,